Being separated from your family at a young age due to unimaginable circumstances isn't something most of us go through in life. But this was the hard reality of now 40-year-old Joseph Ayani. Ayani shares with us how his long journey to freedom shaped his life. Joseph Ayani was just 8 years old when he was forced out of his home and separated from his family in South Sudan.
Life was tough, because we had war, and that war is the one that forced me to leave, my home in 1987.
It was a civil war between the North and the South, a war in Sudan that took the life of nearly 2 million people. The Khartoum Arab government from the north drove the Christian southern Sudanese out of their villages by burning homes and killing kids along the way. What came next was the displacement of over 20,000 boys between the ages of 5 and 11. They became known as the Lost Boys. Joseph was one of them.
They want to kill everybody, so I have to run away from my life so that I can find where I can, survive.
Girls during this time were sold into slavery or married off. For Joseph and the rest of the Lost Boys, it was fight or flight. The young boys walked over 1,000 miles to Ethiopia to seek refuge, a walk full of hardships that took over 3 months to complete.
It was tough, on the way we have to face a lot of challenges, we don't have food, and water, people died because of hunger and thirsty, and sometimes the wild animals, they attack, the children on the way, So it was very rough life on the way to Ethiopia. A lot of people died on the way.
But the series of unfortunate events didn't stop there for Joseph. In 1992, yet another war broke out in Ethiopia, forcing him to seek security elsewhere.
We came to Kenya in 92, and that is where we escaped, the war zone, So we were like in the refugee camp now, so the rebel leaders cannot come and get us, So that is how we escape and focus on school instead of, worried of going back to fight,
How was life as a child soldier?
It's very hard, Yeah, it's very hard. There are a lot of challenges, You get sick and we don't have doctors or parents, to get. So we were the one support ourselves. If somebody is sick, we were the one to comfort them or make food for them, and so it was very hard life.
In the refugee camp of Kakuma, Kenya, Joseph still faced adversity such as going weeks on end without food. It wasn't until 2001 when he and close to 4,000 other Lost Boys, now men, were able to resettle in the United States, seeking peace, freedom, and education.
We have local agencies here in Denver and Boulder. So our general agency was in Denver, and then my local sponsor was in Boulder.
A local sponsor Joseph now calls his American mom, a word he wasn't able to say out loud in over a decade since being separated from his family. Looking for his family was one of the first things Joseph did once in the U.S.
They thought I was dead, so they forget me. So, but after I came here, I tried to ask people in Sudan, in the capital city, Khartoum, and one of my mom's step brother, he told me that your mom is in Darfur side.
Through a failed attempt at bringing his mom to the U.S., Joseph was able to reconnect with his mom in Australia, where she lives after successfully escaping from Sudan.
They are now in Australia, and I'm here, and I still have 2 sisters back home with their family. They are married young. Even I went to Australia like 3 times, and then I went back home 1 time, but the first time in 2015.
Joseph calls Boulder his second home. Here, he was able to learn how to speak English and earned his GED thanks to Boulder Reads, a free Boulder Public Library program where volunteers help with literacy and language skills. So you came to Boulder. How did you find out about the Boulder Reads program here?
Through my, my American mom and volunteer. So she brought me to Boulder Read here at the Boulder Library. So it was great. Yeah, Boulder Read was my my first step in getting education here in America.
So how would you say being here in the U.S. Changed your life since?
Yeah, it changed my life, because I have a lot of opportunity, here, than I was in, like in Kenya, for example. We have a school, but it was not great. We have a lot of challenges, and we don't have food. Sometimes you go without food for a week or so. But here I have a lot of opportunity, go to school, attend college, graduate from university.
Joseph is now happily married with 4 children and recently graduated from American Public University with a degree in counterintelligence. He is now studying online for his master's degree with the goal of becoming a special agent with the FBI.
I want to protect people, so because of crazy thing that I have been in when I was young, and then, after 9/11, when I see they attack people, it changed my mind, like I need to being able to protect people.
Not only does Joseph want to help protect people, but he also wants to give back to the community that saw him fight for his freedom and that to this day still has many people in need. He and other Lost Boys run 2 WELS, the World Educational Libraries and Schools, a charity with the goal to build libraries and schools back in their native country.
They want to learn, but they don't have resources. Like I went there, and the teachers asked me to go to school, and there was nothing. It's like under streets, like I used to do, and it made me feel emotional. Like this kid, they need help, but I don't have power to help them. So that's why I try to reach out to people. If somebody can help, it will be appreciated.